So I mentioned earlier when you went on my museum tour, 3,000 men from the county served in Civil War armies, and about 100 of them perished. Either killed in battle, died of disease, or I think about 6 of them died in Andersonville prison. One of the guys that died at Andersonville is George Washington Shriver, and of course, you know, the Historical Society owns the house in which Shriver owned at the time of the battle and his family lived. But you might notice on the front of it, the post is named after Johnston H. Skelly. Each post is named after a person from that area that died during the war. And he was killed at the Battle of 2nd Winchester. He was wounded in the battle and ended up dying in July. But he's pretty famous because he has a girlfriend that lives in Gettysburg named Jenny Wade. And at the Battle of Winchester, after the fighting was over, Wesley Cole, who was in the 2nd Virginia Infantry, came across Jack Skelly's body. Wesley was from Gettysburg, had moved to Winchester, or I should say moved to the South, prior to the Civil War, joined the Southern Army, and was at the Battle of Winchester. And his unit fought against Jack Skelly's unit, and afterwards he found Jack on the battlefield. They were childhood friends, and Wesley Cole asked him if he ever got back to Gettysburg if he could deliver a message to his family. And on the evening of July 1st, Wesley Cole came into town and visited his sister that lived here on Middle Street, and told his sister he had a message for Jack's mom, who lived here on Middle Street. And then, of course, that message was never delivered because Wesley Culp joined in the line of fighting and was killed in the fighting somewhere near Culp's Hill, the hill that was named after his great-grandfather. Now, some people say the message was not just for Jack's mom, that he had another message for Jenny Wade, Jack's girlfriend. But that message was never delivered, and it didn't matter, because on the morning of the 3rd day of the battle, Jenny was killed in the skirmish action at the edge of the town. And she was the only civilian to be killed in Gettysburg during the battle. And so it's kind of a sad triangle or love story. And I do have Gary, since you, I put photographs in there of Jack Skelly on the left and Wesley Culp on the right.
You're right. Oh, you got it right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have a track.
Okay.
My apologies.
Well, I didn't remember what I said that, which was good. And it's kind of interesting. It's one of the stories you hear a lot about, civilian-wise in our town. And we have a really nice picture, colorized, doctored maybe slightly, of sweet, innocent Jenny Wade, who is probably the purest girl in our town.
Big business in Gettysburg.
Yeah, and people love. Well, I'm being sarcastic about people who say nasty things about it, I guess.
People are jealous of Jenny Wade, and people also want it to be a straight-up love triangle. Like Jack and Wesley might be together, and they're both going after Jenny, and then but there's because the message, their relationship, if they had one, was secret, meaning Jenny and Jack. Like they both died. How is anyone supposed to know?
Yeah, we do have some letters between Jenny and Jack, and we know that they were dating and supposedly secretly engaged, but we'll never know that. So it's fascinating that this for many years was used as the GAR Hall for the Union veterans. You can see the Civil War plaque on it. But again, it was a Methodist church at the time of the battle. And I want to show you something in the rear of the building. The church. And the first words of the original number 4 Star Wars is a period of
stupid.